I'm Cameron.
I'm AJ.
I'm Erik.
I'm Rolo.
I'm Blake.
I'm Cooksey.
And we're Opinionated Gamers, now hosted at VGcritic.com.
Hey!
VGcritic is on its way to being the best source for video game news and information. We're working on that. You'll also see articles, different blogs, vlogs, video blogs.
Video game reviews,
Video games reviews, videos, all different
Walkthroughs.
Stuff will be coming up all on VGcritic, so keep checking us out there. As well as we'll be posting lots of cool things. I'm sure Blake and Cooksey will throw up some article about Pokemon soon. Pretty much all the time. We've got a couple other authors doing app reviews. So we're not just limiting ourselves to video games. We're going all in on phone games, computer games, all different things like that. So check us out and keep listening to the podcast. We appreciate you. Let's just go quick around. It's been a little while since we've chatted. Game you played most recently, go. Cam.
Pokemon.
Which one?
I was playing Pokemon Y last night.
Awesome.
Okay.
Where you at?
Well, I mean, I already beat it. I'm just free roaming around doing random crap right
There's
now.
not much to do in that game post game, but when you figure out those EVs, IVs, and Wi-Fi battling, you never done.
I'm trying to get EVs down.
Yeah, if you want to learn more about EVs, check out an earlier podcast.
All right, number 3.
All right, AJ, what have you played most recently?
Last game I played was Grand Theft Auto 5. I just bought a $500,000 car, and now
You bought it?
Yep.
Well, that was dumb. You can steal those. You know that, right? The whole point of the game.
Actually, if a car is valued at over $100,000, you can't store it and put a tracker on it, which is kind of the point of the game.
The point of the game for me was just
Steal cars, right?
grab someone out of it, kick them, climb
Run
in,
over them.
drive around.
Mine is my
Tell you
point of
guys.
the game is to steal as many helicopters and planes as I can.
There you go.
That's
Everybody has their own objective in that game.
It's a great game. Rolo, what have you been playing?
Saints Row 3 as of yesterday.
Nice.
Similar game to Grand Theft Auto, but
It knows it's a Grand Theft Auto ripoff, and it plays off that so hardcore.
it does. But
Yeah.
still.
But it's a fun game.
It's so much dirtier, though.
It
I've never actually played Saints Row.
It's bad.
Is it?
It's bad.
It's a great game.
And my mom doesn't let me get Grand Theft Auto.
One of those ones where you sneak it by the parent. All right, Blake, what have you been playing most recently?
The last game I played was Omega Ruby. Me and Cooksey were playing our tag lock yesterday.
Have you guys still not finished that?
No.
Getting closer.
We'll
every
talk
day.
about locks hopefully a little bit later today. It's on the topic on the wheel.
It's a topic on the wheel, but, you got a couple
Spin.
spinning chances.
It's on the number that gets spun the most so far, though. So
That's true.
All right, Cooksey, what have you been playing most?
According to my DS, most recently I've been playing System Settings.
Those people are always my favorite.
What game most recently?
I was playing some Borderlands 2 last night before bed, using my new headset.
I got a text from AJ a couple days ago, actually. He goes, I just bought a brand new game today, and I'm still playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yep. I bought Advanced Warfare, and I have yet to even open it.
What the heck?
I've been playing FIFA 15 on the 3DS.
I noticed every time I street pass you.
It's because they have a mode called Be a Pro. So you create your own character, and you start on the streets playing street soccer, and then you build more
cool,
fame,
actually.
and then you get drafted by
really
teams, and you try to work your way up to being the best player there is.
Nice.
It's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
It's a good
All right, spin the wheel. Let's start.
Spin the wheel!
Tick, 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 tick.
Spin
tick, tick,
that
tick, tick,
wheel of fortune.
That's not what it is. We
You
have to
can't say
pay for that.
Sponsor.
Just claim that.
8. Ooh, I like this topic. Okay, we've all played really bad games. In fact, recently we've all played a couple bad games that we've tried out. Let's play a round of Don't Buy This Game. If you've got a game you absolutely hate, be old, new, whatever, what game should you not buy right now?
Well, first off, I'd like to point out that AJ and I are going to have a video show on VGcritic.com called Should I Buy This Game? We're going to review games like this.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been playing Lego Hobbit on the 3DS. It's like Oh my gosh, it is the worst thing I've ever played. Every level, so like I only played like 5 levels. They're all the exact same level.
Maybe you keep. Maybe it's user error.
Did you forget to put the password in?
What's the password?
Cam just keeps going in the same door over and over again. Why won't it change?
It's not a door. I hit A. And it advances automatically.
Press B next time. All right. So, AJ, any games?
Okay, I gotta go to class.
I actually recently bought a game that I've not played in many years, and actually on a different system. They had Resident Evil 4 on sale the other day, and I love that game. Like, I played it when I was like 10. Probably shows a lot in my personality now.
Scares the crap out of me.
It's, pretty scary game. But, like, one thing that I had completely forgotten about replaying it, that, like I couldn't play it more than 10 minutes. The controls are so messed up. Like, literally, I hold left trigger to hold out my gun. Like, just to hold it straight up. Right trigger to aim it, and then X is to actually fire.
What? Should never take 3 buttons to shoot a gun.
Exactly. That's one thing that... But given that game was made several years ago.
If I could play a game where it just shot the gun anytime the cursor passed a guy, that'd be awesome. Just spin around in circles. Oh, there was a guy there.
He's now not there.
Not anymore.
Rolo, worst game. Don't buy this game.
I'd have to say that Assassin's Creed game called the glitches in it. What is it? Assassin's Creed?
Unity?
Unity, yeah. That
Have you played Unity?
They fixed a lot of it.
I played it.
Okay.
And when I did play it, it was when there was a lot of bugs, and then I said I'm never going to play this game again, and I've never gone back to it, so.
Okay.
Like, okay, one game I bought a while back was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity.
Well, I could have told you that game was going to suck.
Basically, it's super boring, and I played the demo of it on my 3DS. I downloaded the demo and played that, and I played all the way through the demo. And I've had this game for maybe about 6 months now, and I haven't made it to where the demo stops you. So, it's boring.
Nice. Cooksey.
I have tried to play Lego Batman 2 for a couple days now, and I cannot do it. It drives me crazy.
Not because it's like a terrible game, though.
The story's awesome, and the character use is amazing, but it's just...
They have a lot of really obscure characters, too, in that game.
They do.
It's too much, right? I mean...
It's too much. It really is. Like, you navigate an open world, right? And it's as big as a normal open world. And then you're flying to Metropolis to do another open world. I mean, everything is just so small. And you can do all sorts of different stories at one time. And it's hard to follow everything. And Superman is, like, just as cheap as he was in the movies. And it's just not... fun, and every vehicle has different controls. It's like, it's not a game that... It's a game that's probably meant for kids like 8, and I still can't figure out how to do everything.
I remember the day Cooksey decided he hated that game. He walked up to me and he goes, "Screw this game, man."
This is just personal bias. Not that it's a bad game. In fact, it's beloved by many, hated by me, and that's just Dance Dance Revolution. That's because I'm fat, slow, and I don't dance, and I once played at a party and broke the gamepad. I was dancing and stepped on the little part where it connects to the system. And that ended the party really quick.
He's like,
and from then on, I've hated Dance Dance Revolution. That game is the worst. Spin the wheel!
Wheel.
That was the worst spin I've ever seen.
Best spin ever.
Best spin in A.
Best spin in A.
Well, technical difficulties here.
User error.
Here we go.
That was the worst. Oh my gosh.
7. All right.
Gosh dang.
I love this topic, actually. I'm super excited. Let's talk about locks with Pokemon. So we're going to Pokemon topic. We're very good at Pokemon. We all love Pokemon in this room. So it's no doubt we're going to talk a little bit about Pokemon. But let's talk about a way of playing Pokemon that some people don't know. And that is the different type of locks there are out there. Nuzlocke, Taglock, Wonderlock. What locks have you played? I know Cooksey and Blake will let you guys talk about your lock that you're doing right now. And then if anyone else has played a lock or is in the middle of a lock or beat a lock or got defeated, because you can lose Pokemon actually when you play lock style. Let's talk about that. Blake and Cooksey, let's start off with you guys. Right now you are currently doing what's called a tag lock, correct? Give us a little info.
Okay, so we were watching some YouTubers do what they did, a tag lock, and they did red and blue, and they played through, and what they did is they had certain rules that they abode by. And they
abode by?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a word.
I'm pretty sure that's how it is.
Pretty sure it's I guess it could.
It's abode.
No, I don't think it is. Anyway,
it's not abided. Well, what they did is they couldn't have. They paired their Pokemon. So the Pokemon that one would catch was linked to the one the other would catch, and they called it a soul linked. So what it was is if one fainted, they both fainted, and they both had to release it. If one was put in a box, they both had to be put in a box. If one was put in the party, they had to be both put in the party, or one in the daycare, both in the daycare. So what we've done is we've done something similar, and we're basically playing the same rules, but instead of playing red and blue, we're playing Alpha and Omega, the newest ones. And we have also incorporated a rule they did where you can't have duplicate primary typings across parties. So if he has a fire type, there can't be another primary fire type anywhere in the team. This has made it really hard to pair up teams.
Actually, yesterday was the very first time we had 6 Pokemon in our team.
At one time.
Wow.
And to make it even more difficult, what we did is, because Wonder Trade's a thing, so we made it so we could Wonder Trade. And so if we Wonder Trade, the first person Wonder Trades and we take turn Wonder Trading, but to keep it fair, we make it so that we have to be the original trainer of at least one half of our team. That has made it insanely difficult. It's terrible.
So how far are you?
We just did Mount Pyre.
Okay.
And got the orbs. We're about to go back to Slateport and see the submarine. It's not bad.
How many Pokemon have you lost?
2.
None, but 2.
But you lost 2 because Blake lost 2. So his 2 fainted, which means you lost your 2.
And both
Did
the
you
2
lose starters?
Yes. And we lost another one that we were the original trainers of. So that's cut back on good pairs.
That's rough.
I'd like to make a little note. I think you meant abide by.
No, because it's
Did you look it up?
It's past tense.
Abode is a residence or a place of
That's why it
residence.
sounded weird.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounded really weird.
Let's make fun of him a little bit more. All right.
What?
You suck. Can we make that a shirt?
So anyway, that's a tag lock.
Yep.
And we'll maybe keep you guys posted on how the lock is going. Anyone else done a lock? I did a wonder lock.
I just Googled it. Abode is the word.
No.
The traditional past tense and past participle of abide is abode.
You guys are dorks. All right. So anyway, I did a wonder lock after beating Sapphire, and it was challenging. And for those who don't know what a wonder lock is where you, on a route, the first Pokemon you encounter you have to catch. If you fail to catch it, you don't get one. When you catch it, you instantly Wonder Trade it away. And whatever you get back, that is what you play with.
Nice.
So it's kind of random. There are a couple bonus rules that you can use, whether you want to do a true Wonder Lock or not.
Pick rules that you're going to
if you're
obey
gonna
the
do a
honor
lock,
system as best you can.
You want to stay true to the lock, and it's your lock. I mean, pick rules that you're comfortable with. So with my lock, I couldn't have a duplicate. So if I got a Pokemon I already had, I could Wonder Trade it again until I got one that I didn't have before. And then also, because it's really difficult to catch a Pokemon if you get Wonder Traded a level 50 before the first gym, because it won't listen to you.
Did you keep your starter?
So I kept my starter.
That's very
But that was it. And so those are the 2 rules I had where I could retrade and I kept my starter the whole game. Other than that, I made it to the champion.
That's where I made it on mine and
then I fainted. All of them fainted. Oh, and with, of course, with all locks, once they faint, you release them.
They essentially die.
They're essentially, dead. So once you have all your Pokemon faint, then you're dead. And you can't use revives. Unless
you're Blake.
Unless you're Blake and you cheat on your lock.
I really liked that Gothita.
That was it.
And I only would let stay if I could revive it the very next turn of the battle.
Okay, so that's a rule you had that you...
Yeah.
Then that's fine.
So at what point in the game did you incorporate that rule?
After the 7th gym.
So that's not bad. You made it through 7 gyms. And
Yeah.
then you were like, I never actually release mine. I always just throw them in a box.
A dead box.
I don't like releasing Pokemon unless I've got duplicates of it.
Especially
Especially with Wonder Trade, where I can just throw it out to the
Throw it
world.
out and get something good, maybe.
Which has got to be one of the greatest additions to Pokemon
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
of all time.
Other than running indoors.
Running indoors is so much good now.
Thank
Okay,
goodness. All right. So, Cam, you're starting a lock, right?
I am starting a lock.
What kind of lock are you playing?
I'm just going to do a regular Nuzlocke. I'm starting today, actually, mostly because I didn't have room in my SD card, so I had to delete Y. That deleted my save data, so I'm just starting a whole new Y right now. And I'm going to start a lock with that. And you catch a Pokemon on a route. If it dies, then it's dead. You have to release it.
Bye-bye.
It's kind of like Pokemon Hardcore, if there was such a thing.
I think it does.
Like hero
I think
mode.
a lock makes Pokemon a little more fun. Thank you, Navi, for telling us that our time is coming up on this topic. But anyway, I think a lock makes Pokemon a little bit more fun. I think it makes it more challenging. If a Pokemon faints, you have to be more strategic. You can't just let a Pokemon
You
faint.
have to battle like Wi-Fi battle style. You can't just battle like a normal style. Unless your Pokemon are way over leveled, and that's something you kind of have to work with. Because when they're all from Wonder Trade, they get boosted experience.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest challenges I had was trying to make sure that I didn't have Pokemon go over the level that I needed them.
Yeah.
So they would stop listening. Because when I got to the first gym, I had 2. I got traded my first 2 Wonder Trades. I count myself a little lucky on this, but I got 50s, level 50s that people had traded away.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't listen to me at all. So I was stuck with my starter, and I think I had one other one that I got that was like a level 3.
Yeah, I did that with Blake. He traded me a Gengar, except I was on the second gym, and it was like a level
50 or so.
50 or 60 or 70 or something like that. And I'd be like,
Something like
Gengar, do this. And he'd be like, nah.
I'll just take a nap now.
So you got to be careful.
Get
I
myself
think it makes it a little more strategic. It was definitely more challenging. I think it made the game a little bit more fun too. I definitely enjoyed playing through the second time with the lock more than I think I enjoyed it the first time. But it might have been just playing through the second time.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Okay.
So,
all right, new topic.
Spin that wheel.
There you go. Topic 11. I think this is a fun one. Do you prefer co-op story mode or single-player story mode? What do you think is better? What do you think has helped gaming a little bit more? What do you think?
Okay, well, Blake and I have very different opinions on this. He's a bigger fan of the single-player story play.
I like that.
Single player is where it's at.
See, I like it, but
Well, the main reason I like that is because I always get stuck second player.
Yeah.
So.
but the only reason you're second player is because there's an option for there to be a second player.
Yeah.
I hate going to a friend's house and they're playing a game that there is no second player.
What kind of friends do you have that'll play a game and just let you watch?
I enjoy watching.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
I was say I enjoy like watching Skyrim. Skyrim's a fun game to watch, but you're sitting there for a long time, like just sitting there.
I think a game that incorporates a co-op story mode is a smart game.
It is.
You know, I think you make it so you can play with single player, but I think that's why I like the Halo story mode so much. Is that I can play through it by myself, or
you can just add another person.
I can add a person to it.
And I like how like in Borderlands they do the same thing, but what they do is they adjust the difficulty of the enemies so that you're kind of matched up with that second player.
But then another thing I don't like about that is I was the second player on Borderlands, and I'm probably now about 5 levels behind Cooksey.
Yeah, but I have another account that I'm keeping the same level as him.
That was
Smart man. That's true. I think it depends on the game. With single player story mode, there's not a problem with it. I think having the option
should always be there.
It's nice if you have the option, but a lot of times there's like, if you play with someone else, it can just be annoying. Like my mom would be like, Cameron, play with your brothers, and I'd be like, I don't want to play with my brothers, and she'd be like, that sucks, and I'd be like, I'm playing a single player game, Mom, sorry. Even if I'm not, just because my brothers will go around and kill me. That's all they do.
Yeah.
That's the most annoying thing in the world.
That's what we all do when we play games with you.
I know. Freaking Cooksey screwed me over in Mario Party.
That was hilarious.
It was not even funny.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody wins when Cam loses.
Yep. like, oh well, I don't really want to like win Mario Party because I just won a thing. I'm like, I can walk out of here saying I won, so let's just make sure I push Cam off the edge every single time.
I actually won Mario Party the other day, so
Yeah, when I wasn't playing.
Because we didn't gang up on you. So anyway, let's. I think that's pretty. If they can mix it, that's great. I don't like games that have only a single player story mode. I really don't.
Yeah.
I feel like it limits me. It limits what I can do and who's gonna come over and play games. I'm a very much a game player, social game player.
Party, yeah.
I want to play in party style. I want to play. There's nothing like a LAN party in Halo, in my opinion.
Well, see, that's what online's for. Online's a ton of fun.
Yeah, but I would rather play a LAN party.
I'd rather play sitting next to the guy where I can use controller or something.
LAN party. I'm so glad that online gaming exists. I really am. But when you had 4 TVs in a room and you linked all your Xboxes together and you were all there just making fun of each other as you were playing, it's way more fun.
It is fun making
My
fun
friend
of people.
moved away a little while ago, and the night before he moved away, we brought all our Xboxes over and LAN partied.
See, that's way more fun than online gaming to me.
Well,
I'm all about the social gaming.
Back to what Cooksey said. Cooksey said, I love when the person's sitting next to me so I can smack their controllers. I'll be flying in GTA, like I'm the pilot, and there's a bunch of people in the back keeping people off me. Taylor will press the Y button so I jump out.
Your brother knows how to make you mad, and it's funny.
Oh,
all right, last topic for today.
Okay.
Here we go. Topic number 9. All right, this is I think this is the any gameplay character in any game system, whatever, funniest character you think.
Are we talking like funniest looking, funniest
Anything.
sounding? Because, I mean,
Which character makes you laugh the most?
Luigi has a pretty good sense of humor.
Yes. Guys, Luigi is the best.
Luigi's so funny.
Luigi standard card.
Luigi standard card.
Like Luigi's Mansion. Like Luigi's Mansion, he'll walk in
That's
and be
a fun
like,
game.
he'll be like super scared, he'll be like, oh, and like look around. He's like always super scared of everything, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
However, there's that female Boo in Paper Mario. She was kind of weird, but she was kind of funny. Did y'all play Paper Mario?
I have one of the newer ones.
I think one of the greatest characters and kind of the most random, weirdest character has to be Birdo.
Yeah.
You have this weird dinosaur that shoots eggs out of its mouth. What the crap?
I like the part that it's shooting its young out of its mouth.
Yeah, like, what? And in the early game, like Mario 2, where Birdo first appeared,
It was the enemy.
It was the bad guy, and it had the little weird orb, and then it was shooting eggs out of its mouth, and you're like, what the crap kind of demented game am I playing? But I think Birdo has to be one of the weirdest, oddest, funniest character designs ever.
Well, like, if you think about it, Yoshi is pretty weird too, right? I mean, sure, it's a dinosaur, but if you play Yoshi's Island,
Such a fun
your
game.
Yoshi story on the N64, you eat fruit, you pop eggs out, and then you throw the eggs. You're just throwing your young for the good of the colony, I guess. I don't know.
You're the last dinosaur alive. Who cares if you can reproduce?
Nah, dude, there's like 18 others back
Oh, yeah.
at the start screen. And then, when you died in that game, these witches would come down and pick you up and take you to a castle. It was the freakiest thing.
Okay.
That game was a little weird.
It was a lot of fun, though.
I like how in like Super Mario Sunshine, that's like one of my favorite Mario games. It's basically a GameCube remake of 64.
Yeah, but not as good.
It's not. The story's not as good, and you're not in Bowser's Castle. But in that, you have Yoshi as well, and you can ride Yoshi, but he changes colors based on what fruit he eats.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And that was a cool design.
My favorite part about Mario Sunshine is everyone hated Mario.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's not me, I just got here. Like, what are the odds that he would pick Mario?
It's Koopa Kid. Who else would you frame?
Luigi.
Why?
Luigi's cooler than Mario.
Can we also
Yeah,
point
it
out
is.
another weird character, probably random, Slippy Toad from Star Fox?
Slippy Toad! Oh my gosh.
what an odd character. The weakling, I mean,
Falco was always picking on him.
like, what the crap?
There was that boss battle that Slippy would be like, I got this, guys, and then he'd run in and the boss would swat him away immediately. And you had to go, you'd have to get in the
Slippy
land
Toad
craft.
is the Jar Jar Binks of Star Fox.
I like
And
Jar Jar Binks.
speaking of Star Wars, though, funniest character that I can remember from being a kid is always on Lego Star Wars, like the original, watching the droids.
Yes.
The droids were the best part.
Yeah.
They were so funny, and they didn't talk, and it was before Lego started making their characters talk, and just watching them act and try to show each other what's
That
up.
could be a whole nother topic, too.
That's
Do you
funny.
like Lego characters talking or not?
My favorite droids were the little tiny ones with the yellow faces.
Yeah.
And they would just like march around.
And nothing would attack them, and it was just the best.
It was the funniest thing. You just sit there and watch them. They'd like walk off cliffs and stuff because they were really dumb.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun.
All right. Anything else to add, guys?
Remember to check out VGcritic.com.
VGcritic.com, news, games, vlogs, opinions, polls, whatever. It'll be up there. Check it out. Our Mario Kart commuter code, or community code, not commuter code. We're all commuting on it. Community code 0275739901-134. We'll get a Mario Kart game going on sometime this week and post it on the Facebook page. Email opingamers@gmail.com. We'll always get mail there. Check us out and keep listening. We've enjoyed it. Thanks. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you.